back to Ryan Speaks Geek. Yes, we're back again already with another video. I've got some more stuff from the next 17. Quick disclaimer, I got these figures a bit early, which was really, really kind of the next 17, Graham, but I also have been a bit late doing the video. The accessories are on the way because I got the figures beforehand. But yeah, so I'm going to show them off regardless, and I'll put some pictures up where they don't have the accessories. The first one I got was Wulf Yullaren. Look at him. He just looks awesome. If I get behind him, I think that's how, yeah, we get a bit of focus there. He looks absolutely amazing. Obviously from the A New Hope Death Star table scene. He's in Andor. And also, if you're a Clone Wars fan, obviously a nice little touch. They put Yullaren in the Clone Wars throughout the whole thing. Voiced by the same guy as the narrator, I believe. Really cool figure. Also does have the option of a white cloak, which is on its way, which I don't have, but as you can see by this picture, looks absolutely awesome. So stoked to have him. So stoked that we got like that, almost the whole table's worth of officers now. So I can finally do that scene. I think I might try and recreate that scene with the vintage figures. So since you know, we've got these options now. Yeah, it's got the stamp on the bottom of the leg, but the detail, the paint, the insignia, just mwah, beyond awesome. Super happy to have this, and just to expand the Empire, because you know me, big fan of the Empire. Next one is a big fig. It's Muftak. Muftak, not really sure which one. He is a big fig. He's great. He's just awesome. A figure that's probably not had a lot of love over the years, character-wise. So we had the Power of the Force 2-1, which was in the infamous Cave of Muftak 2-pack. Then I think they repainted it at some point, just to chuck it out in one of the Cantina packs maybe. Then there was one where they put some boots on him to be the character from the 2D Clone Wars series. And I think we had some of the same species in Clone Wars style, but we've just not had anything new for him in this character. So to have an updated one in vintage style is beyond awesome. He's got fantastic 4 points of articulation. Head doesn't move, but the legs are like Ewok legs, which to me feels right. I think he would look weird if he had the sort of U-shaped for the legs. This fits better in my opinion. I can't imagine many sitting poses I'd have him in anyway. So I think I'm going to have him standing. The gun, as you can see, is just fantastic. Like, it fits perfectly in the hand, and it's a great modern version, vintage style of that blaster. It looks great. It sits well, and he looks kind of menacing when he's got it down there. Love the detailing around the eyes. I think having the pink, just a little bit circle around the eyes, gives it a bit of depth. It's not too much detail, but it's not no detail. It's that nice, perfect mix. And the fur sculpting is just mwah, magnifique. Like, it is awesome. I absolutely love it. You might be asking, why has he got a lightsaber? So the reason this one's got a nice big boy lightsaber is because he also came with this trading card. This is a different, there's two different versions of them you can get. One with the blaster and one with the gun. This is Thallor the Nomad Knight. So we've started entering into like our own next 17 universe within the Star Wars universe, which is, I love this. As someone who likes to play around, mix their universes and do all sorts of crazy and wonderful things, this is right up my alley. I absolutely adore it. So it's got like a tech specs. It's got like all of like height and things like that. So no like Fort user affiliations, none, male, homeworld unknown. It's got his weight, 125 kilograms. Yeah, I just love it. And it's got this part of the story on the back. So this is card number 1. So this will be the first one, and these will all build a bigger story in time, which I think is just awesome. So you can get it with this, or you can get it just as Muftak. The choice is yours. But so moving on to sort of another part of it. So I've got card 3 here, which is for Darth Venick, formerly Vesic. Which, I mean, the artwork on these is just awesome. Again, another big part of the story. This is card 3, and this is to go with your boy. I mean, look how good he looks. It's that T-head, like triangle face. I absolutely love this one. Huge fan. And even if you didn't want to use him as a Sith, just as another bod in your cantina or your Jabba's palace, he's going to look amazing. He's going to fit right in. Next, we have sort of, let's go for like a 2-pack type thing. So I don't have the cards yet, but these are the cards, and they look amazing. Continues the story. So we've got Renza Shriver. He is the light side version of the Wolfman himself, looking really good in those sort of old Republic kind of colours. Really big fan of that. And then you got his brother, which is Darth Cyrus, which was Lenzak Shriver. So I'm trying to remember all this off the top of my head. So yeah, these just look awesome. I love it. And I love this mould, especially with the fur detailing again. Got to think about that. But just seeing the red eyes on him, it reminds me of Ariel Schulz. Can never say his name. Ariel Schulz. So he'd be a good stand-in for that if you wanted to use him for that. But again, the story is continued on the cards. I can't wait for the cards to arrive to read the story on the back. Again, come with lightsabers, cloaks, all en route, and they look like this normally. Just, yeah, awesome. The quality on these is just always so good. It's the little details, like the paint in between the teeth as well. So it's like, again, it's that finding that balance between like detailed and like kind of detailed and not too detailed. It's a really hard balance, but the next 17 always just smash it out the park. So the fact we're getting this expanded universe within here really reminds me of like the 90s when you used to get really cool stuff. When you were like, you wanted to know what these characters were because you hadn't seen them. Maybe they were in a video game or they were from the book or a comic or something. So I just love that we're getting like a new EU. And let's be honest, a lot of people aren't happy with a lot of the Disney expanded stuff. So going back to sort of Legends, and this is sort of its own thing. But like I said, the good thing about these is you can use them like as the story that, you know, Graham has created, or you can put them anywhere and they'll fit in. Cantinas, palaces. You know, I'm thinking I might even put in with the rest of the Inquisitors and then just Inquisitors, increase my Inquisitorious with all these, including, I mean, because, you know, you've got these guys next to each other. And then you've got, you know, you can put with the Inquisitor, Reva, we had like the third brother, or fourth sister, I've got those names completely wrong. But, you know, it's just all going to fit in so nicely. Again, with the cloaks as well. I think that's going to be absolutely awesome. Speaking of like EU stuff though, how do you celebrate the Day of Peace? That's right, live day robes are now available for Chewbacca. I mean, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. You can't hate it. I mean, you might hate the holiday special, I don't know. But I, for one, have got a weird soft spot for it after seeing it on a bootleg VHS when I was younger. So I'm so stoked to have these. Again, these are robes you can use for anything, but let's be honest, we're all going to put them on our Chewbaccas. Might actually look quite good on a Bib Fortuna, you know, the old mythical red coated Bib Fortuna. But I love these. They've got the belt. I think it's just awesome. Using the thermal detonator as the orb. It's just such a nice touch. So I am really excited to get some of those. I might think I'm going to try and pick up a few, actually. These figures are awesome. They just continue more and more reveals and new stuff. It's just awesome how many we've got now. I've got to find room for Muftak in my cantina. I've just done a recent setup where I've used the arena display bases from Kenner. And I've used the back, you know, the sort of display cards, the scenery cards from the next 17 and the cardboard bar to put the distilleries up and sort of make a cantina out of that. It's worked really well. I'm really happy with it. So this is like a picture of how it just looks as well. Like, so I'm going to put Muftak in there. He's going to be the next in there. I might even put one of the wolves. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. There's so many options. That's the good thing about Star Wars. There are so many options. But yeah, beyond excited. If you want to support, by the way, there is a Patreon page where for like a couple of quid here and there, either on a subscription or you can just do one-offs, you can sort of support like new molds being made, because this isn't like a profit-y type sort of situation. This is like, you know, money's made and it goes straight back into just releasing the next figure. It's purely for the absolute love of the hobby, which I can more than get behind. So I'm a Patreon member, which is great because I see exclusive looks at things coming up. I get the first chance to pre-order as well, which I really appreciate. So yeah, please do check it out. Also check out the rest of the channel. We've got reviews of the other TN17 figures, Stan Solo, retro collection, random justness. Yeah, so check us out. I'm Ryan Speaks Geek. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.